Welcome to the world of farming. Today, we're going to explore how farming has been a vital part of our lives. We'll look at why it's considered a primary industry and understand its importance. Over the next few slides, I'll guide you through the key aspects of farming and its role in our economy and daily lives. So, let's get started and discover the fascinating world of farming together. Beautiful golden fields. When I see these vast stretches of land, I think about the richness and productivity they represent. Growing crops like wheat and corn is really the backbone of agriculture, providing food for millions. These crops are essential not just for nourishment, but also for the economy. Plowing the land is a crucial step in this process. It helps prepare the soil, making it easier for the roots to grow and access nutrients. Proper plowing ensures the crops get off to a healthy start. This whole process falls under what we call arable farming. It's specifically focused on cultivating land for crops, as opposed to raising animals. So, in essence, these golden fields symbolize the heart of farming, transforming land into a source of life and sustenance. And understanding these steps helps us appreciate the effort behind every harvest. Grazing and raising animals for milk, meat, and wool is a crucial part of pastoral farming. This practice involves managing livestock such as cattle, sheep, and goats, which are raised primarily on natural pastures. These animals provide us with a variety of products that are essential in our daily lives. Milk, for example, is a nutritious staple, while meat is a primary source of protein for many people around the world. Wool, on the other hand, is a valuable material used in clothing and textiles. What makes pastoral farming especially important is how it connects to the overall theme of sustainable agriculture. It relies on natural grazing, which can be environmentally friendly if managed properly. However, it also requires careful planning to ensure that pastures are not overused and that the land remains healthy for future generations. So, in essence, pastoral farming plays a vital role in providing us with food and materials, all while maintaining a close relationship with the land and our natural resources. Welcome to this slide, where we see a perfect balance of nature and food production. What we're really highlighting here is the idea of combining crop cultivation with animal raising on the same farm. This integrated approach is often called mixed farming. The key advantage of mixed farming is that it allows farmers to make the most of their land by diversifying their activities. They grow crops to feed the animals, and in turn, animals provide manure that helps fertilize the crops. It's a sustainable cycle that benefits both the environment and the farm's productivity. When we talk about the best of both worlds, it means farmers can enjoy the benefits of crop farming, like producing grains and vegetables, while also raising livestock for meat, dairy, or other products. This synergy creates a more resilient and efficient farming system. Ultimately, the idea behind mixed farming is to create a harmonious balance, integrating nature's resources with human ingenuity. It's a smart way to enhance food security, promote sustainability, and support local communities. This concept really embodies the theme of working with nature, not against it, to achieve a sustainable and productive future. All right, let's take a closer look at how sunshine and rain play such vital roles in nature. Sunshine is essential because it ripens fruits. Think about how delicious and juicy they become. And it also helps grasses grow, which is crucial for cattle and other grazing animals. Without enough sunlight, our plants wouldn't develop properly or provide the food sources we rely on. Now, rain is equally important because it supplies the water that plants need to grow. It's truly vital for healthy ecosystems. But here, the key point, while rain is essential, too much of it can actually cause problems. Excessive rain can lead to flooding, root rot, and can even wash away nutrients from the soil, harming the very plants we depend on. This slide really underscores the power of nature, how it has these incredible forces that can both nurture and challenge us. It's a reminder of how delicate the balance is in our environment, and how important it is to understand and respect these natural processes in our overall efforts to protect and sustain our ecosystems. Without these essential elements, crops simply won't thrive. What I mean is, They need the right minerals and nutrients to support healthy growth. Think of minerals and nutrients as the building blocks that help plants develop strong roots, lush leaves, and abundant fruit. Fertile soil really is the key to having healthy, productive crops. It's like the secret underground engine that powers everything above ground. When soil is rich and balanced, plants can absorb what they need to grow strong and resilient. So, in our overall discussion of sustainable farming, understanding this underground secret is crucial. It's the foundation that ensures our crops are not just surviving, but truly thriving. Tractors work most safely on flat ground, and that's because flat land provides a stable surface for working. When the ground is even, machinery operates smoothly and reduces the risk of accidents. Also, flat land is generally better for crops because it allows for even water distribution and easier planting. Now let's talk about relief, which is a term that describes the height and shape of the land. Relief can vary a lot from flat plains to hilly or mountainous areas. This variation is what we call land relief. You might notice that there are highs and lows in the landscape. These are the elevated areas, like hills or mountains, and the low areas, like valleys or basins. Understanding the land's relief is important because it affects farming, construction, and even how water flows across the land. Overall, knowing about land relief helps us make better decisions for land use and management, ensuring safety and efficiency in our work. Capital is needed for modern tools that save time and effort. When we talk about efficient farm work, it's clear that investing in the right equipment and resources can make a huge difference. Seeds and fertilizers are fundamental because they directly impact crop yields and quality. Investing in high-quality inputs ensures better growth and stronger plants. High-quality machinery is another key component. Modern machinery not only speeds up work, but also reduces labor costs and improves precision. Now, this is where the power of money really comes into play. It's the enabler that allows us to access these essential tools and resources. Without capital, it's difficult to adopt new technologies or upgrade existing equipment. So, in essence, having the right financial backing is crucial for making modern farming more efficient, productive, and sustainable. It's about leveraging money to improve every stage of the farming process. Market demand is a crucial factor that determines what farmers decide to grow in order to make a profit. If people want more of a certain fruit or vegetable, farmers will likely focus on producing that to meet the demand and earn money. It's a simple but powerful concept that links what's happening in the marketplace directly to what's being grown on farms. Transportation plays an essential role in this process. Without reliable transportation, fresh produce can't reach the markets where consumers buy it. Even if farmers grow the best crops, if they can't get them to the market efficiently, the produce might spoil or sell for less. This brings us to the importance of moving food from the farm to the table. It's not just about growing food, it's about ensuring it gets to the people who want to buy and eat it. Whether it's trucks, trains, or ships, transportation connects farmers and consumers, making sure fresh, nutritious food is available when and where it's needed. So, in summary, market demand influences what farmers grow, and transportation is the vital link that delivers that food from the farm to our tables. Both are essential parts of the food supply chain that keep our food system functioning smoothly. But they can harm wildlife like birds by disrupting the food chain. Pesticides are designed to protect our crops from harmful insects, which is a crucial part of modern agriculture. However, it's important to recognize that while they serve a protective purpose for our food supply, they can also have unintended consequences. For example, when pesticides eliminate certain insects, it can affect animals higher up in the food chain, including birds. This disruption can lead to a decrease in bird populations and disturb the natural balance of ecosystems. So, while pesticides help us grow healthy crops, we also need to be mindful of their broader environmental impact. This highlights the importance of finding a balance between protecting our food and preserving wildlife. So here, where it gets really serious. The impact of these issues is the death of aquatic life, which affects the entire ecosystem. When algae blooms occur, they create dense mats of weeds and algae that block sunlight from reaching underwater plants. This also reduces oxygen levels in the water, making it hard for fish and other aquatic creatures to survive. Now, a big contributor to this problem is pollution, particularly from fertilizers. When fertilizers from farms and lawns wash into rivers, they introduce excess nutrients into the water. This nutrient overload triggers these harmful algae blooms and disrupts the natural balance. All of these factors, algae blooms, pollution, are interconnected. They highlight how human activities, like using fertilizers, can have devastating effects on water life. It's a clear reminder that what we do on land directly impacts aquatic ecosystems, and that's why addressing this issue is so crucial for protecting our water resources. So let's think about the types of farming you see in your country. Are you growing mainly crops, raising animals, or a mix of both? This is important because each type plays a role in feeding the world while also impacting our planet. Remember, we must farm responsibly. This means protecting our wildlife and conserving water, ensuring that our farming practices do not harm the environment. It's about finding that balance between productivity and sustainability. When we consider farming, we also have to think about factors like climate, soil health, how much money is involved, and what the market demands. All of these influence the kind of farming that makes sense in a given area. There are different farming types: arable, which focuses on crops; pastoral, which is centered around raising animals; and mixed, which combines both. Each has its own benefits and challenges, and choosing the right type depends on many factors. So let's take a moment to review what we've covered. Understanding the different farming practices and their impacts helps us make smarter, more responsible choices. Ultimately, good farming supports a healthy planet and a secure food supply for everyone.